Have you ever walked through the grocery store, picked up what you thought was a healthy vegetable, and later wondered why your body just didn't feel right? Here's the truth most people over 60 aren't told. Not all vegetables are helping you anymore. In fact, some of the most common ones on your plate could be quietly working against your joints, your digestion, and even your energy levels. But don't worry, because in this video, we're going to gently clear up the confusion. You'll discover 3 vegetables you may want to avoid after 60, and 3 powerful ones your body will truly thank you for. And once you understand why, everything about how you eat will start to make more sense. As we get older, our bodies change. That's just part of life. What worked in your 30s or 40s doesn't always work the same way in your 60s and beyond. Digestion slows down a bit. Joints may feel stiffer. Blood sugar becomes more sensitive. And certain foods, yes, even vegetables, can either support your body or quietly create more stress. Now, this isn't about fear. It's about awareness. Because when you know which foods truly help your body at this stage of life, you can make small, simple changes that lead to better energy, better comfort, and a stronger feeling day to day. So let's walk through this together, one step at a time. Let's start with something many people find surprising. The first vegetable you may want to limit after 60 is raw spinach. Now, spinach has always had a healthy reputation, and in many ways, it still deserves it. But here's what most people don't realize. Raw spinach is very high in something called oxalates. These are natural compounds that can bind with calcium in your body and make it harder to absorb. Over time, especially for older adults, this can affect bone strength and even increase the risk of kidney stones. There's a simple story that comes to mind. A retired schoolteacher named Linda started adding raw spinach to her smoothies every single morning. She thought she was doing everything right. But after a few months, she noticed more joint stiffness and discomfort. When she spoke to her doctor, they suggested reducing high oxalate foods like raw spinach. What made the difference? She didn't give it up completely. She simply started cooking it. And here's the key. Cooked spinach is much easier on your body. Cooking reduces those oxalates and helps your body absorb the nutrients better. So it's not about avoiding spinach altogether. It's about how you prepare it. Now, here's something most people don't realize. The next vegetable that can cause trouble is eggplant. Eggplant belongs to a group of vegetables called nightshades. And while not everyone is sensitive to them, many older adults notice increased inflammation after eating them. This can show up as joint pain, stiffness, or even mild digestive discomfort. Think about someone like George, a 68-year-old who loved grilled eggplant. It was a regular part of his meals. But over time, he started noticing that his knees felt worse the day after eating it. Once he reduced how often he ate eggplant, the difference was subtle, but real. Now, this doesn't mean eggplant is bad for everyone. It simply means your body might respond differently now than it used to. Listening to those small signals makes all the difference. Let's talk about another one. Corn. Corn is everywhere. It feels harmless, even natural. But for many seniors, corn can be harder to digest. It's high in starch, and in some cases, it can spike blood sugar levels more quickly than expected. It also contains a type of fiber that some older digestive systems struggle to break down. You might recognize this feeling: bloating, heaviness, or just not feeling quite right after a meal. That's your body trying to tell you something. Instead of cutting it out completely, many people find it helpful to eat corn less often or in smaller portions. Now that we've talked about the vegetables to be careful with, let's shift to something more encouraging. Because there are vegetables that truly support your body after 60, and when you add more of these, you'll often feel the difference. Let's start with one of the best choices: carrots. Carrots are gentle, easy to digest, and packed with nutrients that support your eyes, your skin, and your immune system. But here's what makes them especially helpful for older adults. They're rich in beta-carotene, which your body turns into vitamin A. This helps protect vision, which becomes more important as we age. Picture someone like Margaret, who started adding lightly steamed carrots to her dinners. Nothing fancy, just a simple change. Over time, she noticed her digestion felt smoother, and she had more consistent energy. Sometimes it really is that simple. Now, let's talk about another powerful vegetable: zucchini. Zucchini doesn't get as much attention, but it should. It's soft, easy to chew, and very gentle on the stomach. It also has a high water content, which helps with hydration, something many seniors don't get enough of. And here's the thing: dehydration doesn't always feel like thirst. It can show up as fatigue, dizziness, or even confusion. Foods like zucchini quietly help support your hydration without you even thinking about it. A simple sauté with olive oil, a pinch of salt, that's all it takes. Now, here's one more that truly stands out. Sweet potatoes. These are one of the best vegetables you can eat after 60. They're rich in fiber, which supports digestion. They release energy slowly, which helps keep blood sugar stable. And they contain important nutrients like potassium, which supports heart health. There's a reason so many people feel satisfied after eating sweet potatoes. They nourish your body in a steady, balanced way. Imagine replacing a heavier side dish with a baked sweet potato a few times a week. Over time, that small shift can make your meals feel lighter, more comfortable, and more energizing. Now let's pause for a moment. Because what this really means is not that you need to overhaul your entire diet. It's about small, thoughtful changes. Cooking spinach instead of eating it raw. Paying attention to how your body reacts to eggplant. Enjoying corn in moderation. And adding more of the vegetables that truly support your body now. Carrots, zucchini, and sweet potatoes. These aren't big, complicated steps. They're simple adjustments that respect where your body is today. So let's bring this all together. As we age, our bodies become more sensitive, but also more responsive to the right choices. Some vegetables, like raw spinach, eggplant, and corn, may need a little more attention or moderation. Others, like carrots, zucchini, and sweet potatoes, can quietly support your energy, your digestion, and your overall comfort. And the best part? You don't have to be perfect. Even small changes, done consistently, can lead to noticeable improvements in how you feel every day. More ease in your movements, more comfort after meals, more steady energy throughout your day. That's what this is really about. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing. This channel is all about simple, practical tips to help you stay strong, healthy, and comfortable as the years go on. And if you know someone who might benefit from this, feel free to share it with them. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.